All right, so off balance, right? Here I'm gonna link
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
So not having the swim speed, right? It's like if you're off balance, you lose dexterity bonus to your armor class, and all opponents who are not off balance gain a +2 bonus to attack you.
Oof.
Yeah, well, it's just the fact that most people that are land walkers don't, they're just not skilled at fighting underwater. I'll see how long these freaking things last.
Now, in addition with all of this, right? Not having the swim speed prevents you from charging, since you have to make a skill check to move. Then there's no charging. There's no any sort of complex movement abilities that you can take. So
It's basically just move or don't.
yeah, so not having a swim speed eats up at least one half of your turn every round attempting to make a swim check, just to, at the very least, not become offense. So for an underwater adventure, it would behoove you to find a way to get a swim speed, or just have a really miserable life.
Yeah, or just take it real slow. But alright, so like I said, the water breathing potions, 900 gold, but they last 10 hours. So pretty much if you drink it, as long as it doesn't get dispelled or something wacky like that, you'll probably be good for the entire run. You'll either succeed or you'll die from something else besides drowning. The other potion I can craft or brew is Slipstream, and what that does is on land it kind of makes like a wave that you can ride, which isn't really that big of a deal. But underwater, if you don't have a swim speed, it does give you a swim speed of 20, and if you already have a swim speed, it increases it by 20. So it's essentially a water speed spell. Potions of that are going to be 200 gold each, but they last 30 minutes, which is 300 rounds. But so you still won't be going as fast as you did on land, but you won't be making a check every round, and you can charge. I do have, like, as far as crafting is concerned, pretty much it's like you put raw cash in and it spits out magic items because, video game. And I do have cash to brew stuff, but like I said, I'm not gonna do tier 3 potions and tier 2 potions for free because that's expensive. I'll take care of my crew, but yeah. But like I said, if you're running short on cash and stuff, we can try to figure something out. I don't know how well you're doing since, well, you've been off and on a little bit, so I know you've done a bunch of ship battles and stuff like that at the very least. That and you have Blonder helping you.
Let's see what money I got.
Okay.
So I still have like all those gems.
Yeah.
The ship currency is good. Like the ship bank has 4,500 gold.
Right.
And personally, I have 2,600.
Okay.
So we're rolling in it here.
That's good. And I mean, of course, you can ask your new crew and your current crew to obviously help pay for their own safety.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you're willing to fork over the money, I can start brewing. But like I said, it's a potion a day, so it's going to take me a while to get this set up. So you guys will have time to. I mean, you mentioned trying to do some investigation yourself, which might narrow things down. I'll attempt to do the divinations. That costs a little bit of money, but I'll just take it out of my own pocket for that shit.
All right. Be right back.
So, new people, how are you feeling about fighting more fishmen?
I'm not too keen on trying to do it underwater, that's for damn sure.
Well, that's what they're hoping for. That's why they so blatantly attacked with everything.
But if something needs punching, I'll punch it.
That's cool. Oh, Wes, on the if you have a swim speed, does that actually help with like weapon damage at all, or is it still the same thing where you have to use a piercing to do full damage?
You still have to use the piercing.
Okay. And
I know that link I sent actually has a little table there.
Oh, gotcha.
So
gotcha.
The only thing that allows non-piercing weapons to do full damage is a freedom of movement spell.
Ah, yeah, you're right. Yep, makes sense. And I don't know that spell.
There are certain archetypes, like fighter and stuff, that do that too, but that's neither here nor there, I guess.
Right. Range attacks. Why am I... Oh, there it is. Underwater combat. Attack rolls. Gotcha. Well, while that's going on, I guess I'll set my spells up for preparation for underwater combat. At least the lightning bolt becomes invisible. That's always handy. But yeah, any sort of like gas or powder type spell, like glitter dust or stinking cloud, will not work underwater.
What about water-based spells?
There is actually a book in the repository.
Yeah.
I cannot get to it right now since I'm on my VPN.
Yeah, it's called Aquatic Adventures.
And it actually has a section that breaks down all the different kinds of spells and how they work.
Yep.
The page I linked, the only thing it covers is invisibility, and invisibility does not work underwater.
Pretty much. Because you just split.
What was this called?
It's called Aquatic Adventures. It's pretty much the in-depth guide for underwater combat. It includes things like pressure and all that shit if you're going that deep.
Yeah, we're not dealing with pressure or the
Right,
fucking temperature changes.
Yeah, freezing to death. Or
Oh, yeah.
just exposure in itself.
You said
Like,
it was
you guys won't be going that deep, but even if you were, there's so
yeah,
much.
it's not worth it. Let's see. There's buoyancy, physical attacks. There it is. Physical attacks. Okay. Slashing and bludgeon attacks are made with a -2 penalty and deal half damage. Piercing weapons do no penalties. But yeah, Aquatic Adventures and pretty much the stuff for combat starts at page 44. So it doesn't have things on water spells, but it has stuff on cold spells, which is if you do like a cone of cold or something like that, it does half cold and half piercing instead of just all cold. Oddly enough, fire spells actually work underwater, but you have to pick whether it works underwater or works on air.
Heard that.
Cloud and weather spells pretty much don't work at all, so no ice storms, no stinking cloud, no fog cloud, no obscuring mist. Electricity spells become invisible, and so if the monster is not familiar with electricity spells, they actually get their saving throws on. They're considered flat-footed on those saving throws.
Interesting.
So invisible lightning bolts.
Nice.
So yeah, I can't do glitter dust anymore. I can't do stinking cloud. I can use that spell though. We'll do
I can stab him in the face with a dagger.
piercing weapons are pretty much the way to go unless you want the penalties.
And unfortunately, my damage is up using things like daggers too, so it's not a 1d4 anymore for me.
Well, I can't hit with a meteor hammer anyway, so I don't really care. Where's my other spell? I am looking for... There it is. Okay. All right. But yeah, just let me know throughout the days if you want these potions brewed.
Yeah, we're gonna need them. There's not really a good way around it.
Totally understand.
I could craft things if.
Well, you still have to. Well, in the case of like crafting something that has like water breathing and something like that, you still have to know the spell at least.
Or have someone help me with the crafting that knows the spell.
Oh, this freedom of movement spell is pretty good. It would have saved Marcus's life.
It would have, technically, yes.
I don't think
To be fair, yeah, he would have been freedom of movement and then missed all of his every other shot.
Or it would have critically failed and blown up in his face and blinded him or something.
It's all good.
So would spells like mirror image, since they wouldn't
mirror
be
image is
technically
fine.
displacing any water or
Mirror
anything
image
like
is
that,
fine.
since they were
Illusions
just-
work for the most part, though. Of course, if you start doing things like, I don't know, an elephant underwater, they'll probably disbelieve it.
Okay.
Yeah, also keep in mind that creatures with blind sense will
definitely.
be able to bypass those.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Also, if
that's
any
me.
spell has
I'm a
verbal
creature with
components
blind
and
sense.
you don't have water breathing, you're going to get yours every time you try to cast a spell. As you give up more of your air.
Man, I really came prepared for this adventure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty impressed, man. Like, apparently, fucking.
Oh, dude,
characters
freaking
can hold their
5th
breath
edition,
forever
the
with, like,
minimum
no
is a
training.
minute, and every con modifier is another minute. So 18 con is 4 fucking minutes underwater. Actually, I think it's 1+, so yeah, it's
man,
like 4
holy
or 5
shit,
minutes.
dude.
It's pretty amazing. It's just how it is sometimes. Where is that other spell? Alright. Well, is there anything else we need to go over before I start trying to ask the ocean for help? I mean, you could pay me in chunks since I can only
I don't
craft one
think
potion
so.
a day, so just you know where to find me. How long does it take to cast Divination?
Alright.
I guess I could also try scrying, but that's probably not going to be helpful. 10-minute cast. Neat. Alright, well, you want to throw me any money right now? Because I could craft today.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'll
Okay, is it
cost
just
you
900 in
900
gold?
and I'll talk to the new crew members, see if I can get some more money right now.
Okay, no problem. I'm just making sure you're not throwing me like silver and stuff. 'cause
Yeah,
I
everything
gotta keep up with that.
Good currency. 900 gold.
Okay. And the moment I grabbed that 900 gold, I went
it's
to
all
medium
gold.
load. Thank you, coins. Dude, man. 1 pound for every 50.
Good coins are the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not 90,000
Yeah,
copper.
man.
Not 900 gold worth of copper.
There's nothing.
90,000
There's nothing
coins in
cooler than
freaking a
telling
little like
somebody how
jewelry
many pounds
box.
of money you have.
It's like all compressed. Alright, Wes, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I'll do the first craft while I'm on the ship, and I will start crafting a water-breathing potion.
Alright. Alright, let's see. Bender, is there anything you're going to do since you just kind of sat through the mission there, the meeting?
So what exactly happened? Because I was drunk. Yeah, let's go with that. Drunk. During the fight, and was not there.
So basically, the island was attacked by some fish bros, and a whole bunch of like people got killed. And in the middle of the fighting, these two new chicks showed up out of like a purple light orb thing from like Terminator Land. Also, Killian's dead,
And how?
but I don't think you care about that.
Good answer.
Problema para mí.
Exactly.
All right. Well, are you guys gonna do anything?
Other than hand you gold and try and look at the take stake and all the
Okay.
wounded.
All right. Well, then on the next day, I'll memorize divination and I'll get that going. I'll go ahead and just link the spell. All right. So the way the spell works is, well, one, I have to pay 25 gold worth of incense, which I'm pretty sure I have laying around. And I have to do a percentile check and then pretty much ask a question. And we'll just keep this question simple: is what clan attacked? What's this island called? What tribe of Sahogwin attacked Tidewater Rock? And I'll do the percentile check. Oh, I actually passed it. And I'll subtract the money. And besides that, I'll be, you got more money for me to spit out potions?
Yes.
Heard that.
Does Eric know anything about what's going
Oh, yeah,
on?
I
or
we
am
did-
I still in the bed?
Well, I was going to have you get recovered by Sandara, but since I'm going to be spending days freaking brewing potions, you'll probably recover on your own. Speaking of, dodge! Damn it.
I don't know, man. If he's prone, laying in the
I will
hand,
make sure
recovery,
he's
that
standing at the
definitely
very
would be-
least. I mean, I'm trying to work on dodging and endurance.
Dip, dive,
Dodge, dip,
dodge.
duck, dive, and dodge.
All right, so your spell yields the information that your attackers were from the Krelruort
Cool.
tribe.
All right, Lord Avon, I asked the ocean, and they said they're from the Krelruort tribe. I don't know their exact location, though.
All right.
Is there a check I can do to see which of the cities would be that tribe? Would it be local or nature? Or maybe religion?
Local or
Okay,
history, perhaps.
My local's higher, so I'll go with that. 29.
That tribe, before now, was one of the smaller tribes, but they were known to operate out of the central
Got it.
Shackles. So if you go to that big Motaku
Yeah.
island right there,
Mhm.
and just north of you, then there's right off the west coast. There's another
Yeah, the
bigger
one that's
island there,
mostly
which leads into one continuous archipelago that like leads
Yeah, I
out
see.
towards the ocean. So that archipelago is generally where they were known to
that's
inhabit.
a lot of ground to cover. All right, I might have another question then to ask for next day, but for right now, Avon, you got more cash to throw at me? I hand you a potion, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a potion of water breathing.
Woo. We'll put that.
Yeah, you can just put it in
In
your
the place?
inventory or whatever.
How much money is
Say again? For the water breathing
How much
potion, it's
money is it?
900. It's expensive, unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah.
What's that, like 90 platinum?
Sweet.
Cool. I'll hand you
Vendor
90
pays in
platinum.
style.
Cool. Then you have all the money for tomorrow's also.
Okay,
then
got it.
I'll give you the 900 as well.
All right.
I'm just gonna put that I have 3 of them on here for
Sounds
right
good.
now, unless
I'll
something
start,
terrible happens.
Doing math. I know, right?
Oh, fucking math.
Okay.
All right. All right. Now I'll talk to my 2 new crew members, who haven't taken on bro monikers yet, which is really disappointing.
Does Bender have a bro? Bronder.
Bronder. He doesn't know.
Bender,
it, but he knows it.
Broside and Bending Rodriguez.
Bro, I have to-
Rodriguez.
That's Brodriguez to you.
Mm.
Alright, and I'll...
Bender, congratulations. You've been promoted today.
Uh-oh.
You're now my
You're
assistant.
now the first mate, too. Let's see. Being your assistant, sir. Wrong. Being your assistant. Yeah.
Don't worry, Lord Captain. I'll continue to hand out extra duty to everyone.
Yay.
And beatings.
Well, I mean, that's the boatswain's job.
I mean, I'm not going to beat them.
Scarlet Brohara.
Alright, Wes. Oh, go ahead.
Alright. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
now
Wes,
you
I
go
already
for it.
subtracted the money for the other 2 potions, and I'll brew those for the next 2 days, and I'll do a divination for kind of see if I'll do it while I have a map in front of me and see if I could pinpoint where the fishermen that attacked us, pretty much where they came from. And I got 28 on my divination check.
All right, so if you look at that Shackles map,
Okay, got it up.
all right, so go directly north to that Wataku Island,
Got
and
it.
then go west. You've got that big island there,
Right,
right next to Wataku.
got it.
Then you continue west. You've got that little archipelago. It's like a carabiner hook-looking little thing.
Right, I see it.
And then you continue west. There's a little opening and a ring of islands, pretty much.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, so your attackers came from that area.
Got it. Sweet. That definitely narrows it down. I'm like doing these divinations, but really I'm just, getting high.
Dude,
Gargling
totally.
seawater.
Right over here.
Just roll my eyes back and
Alright.
point. I'm like, there.
Oh, shit. Oh, man, I've been a bad captain.
What'd you do?
Dude, I've totally broke my own rule 16. I can't speak ill of the dead lest they summon restless spirits. Shit.
Well, I
I've
mean,
been breaking that like the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, you've been doing that since. I think I mentioned that when I initially saw it. I was like, well, we've been making fun of Ragnar this entire time.
Well,
Oh well. Well, that's why you have a bunch of dead bodies in your bilges.
ghost spirits confirmed.
You just end up there.
So, how many days have passed by? Are
At
we
least-
waiting, or how many?
At least 2, but unless there's something that's interrupting me, it takes me 3 days to make all the potions, the 3 potions there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Wes, can I get with the druid in conversation and see if she knows the spell Touch of the Sea, and if she'd be willing to try and teach me it so that I could copy it into my spells known?
She's divine, you're arcane, so it would not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just not incompatible, man.
Damn.
They say opposites attract. Well, those people are dumb.
All right, so yeah, you have 3 of the water breathing potions now.
Woo! So I'm going to talk to my new crew members. And,
Break some kneecaps.
yeah. Just general, if you click on the siren song, you can see the rule sets for the ship. Okay, so one of you is your arms and armor, right?
Armor crafting. I'm not necessarily arms, but I can enchant armor or weapons if need be, if they're already masterwork weapons.
Okay.
But I can't create a masterwork weapon to then enchant. So you'd have to provide a masterwork weapon for me to make it into a magical item. But I can make it a magical item.
Alright, what's the other Star Child? Is Dustin here? Did he die?
He's like eating his dogs or
Right.
something.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. So hey, look. So we're gonna go probably assault this water base, and I have all these water breathings. So the biggest problem I've had in the past is how we divvy up loot amongst our crew, and it's we take the total loot, split in half. Half goes to the ship for stuff like these water breathing potions, and then the half is split amongst our officers, and the crew takes what they want. Just so we're all clear on how this is going to get split up, because I don't want to run into another situation with the dead. So if we walk into if we get 100 gold, 50 goes to the ship, 50 goes to get split amongst us. You, me, Bender, and the guy who eats dogs.
Since I have 2 positions, does that mean I get twice
No.
the amount?
No,
I
it does
respect that
not.
question.
I mean, if you want to do it that way, then I could go half goes to the island, and then a half of that, then half of the half, or a quarter goes to the ship, and then a quarter goes to this. I assume that's not how we want to do, because I don't want to get stabbed in the neck while I'm sleeping.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
I mean the one that doesn't get people stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
I thought that gets you gills.
Isn't that all gills are? Holes in the neck?
Just stab until the bleeding stops.
I don't know.
Sounds
enough
like we need to
refute that.
experiment. For
Yeah,
science.
stab until the bleeding stops, and the airflow will, go in.
I've heard that before.
Hey, Rick, did you get my message? There it is. Gotta do my own
He died.
logistics crap.
Man, I like rule number 5. No crew member shall take position on the ship without acquiring at least 1,000 gold.
So in other words,
That means that non-PCs will never be a fucking
that's it.
officer.
I thought more of every time someone steals from freaking Killian, they get promoted.
That doesn't make
Hey, that
sense.
happened
I only
once.
stole once. I mean,
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. I found that.
No, I mean, it was sanctioned.
I like that a lost limb's only worth 100 gold.
Yeah, it's like a bitch to get back a limb.
Dude, regeneration
Something like
is what,
that.
like 8th level?
I don't even think I can learn it.
7th or 8th level? It's fucking ridiculous. Poor
Gotta
Ricky's
go.
never getting that arm
Gotta
back.
talk to gnomes and get the mechanical limb.
Yo, Robo arm.
I think somebody once said that the flesh was weak.
The Iron Hands.
Yeah, man, those dudes probably live up north with barbarians where all the spaceships crashed. Fucking go up there and become an android. Tell you, man, the challenge have cannons, so you guys need to go get like laser blasters.
Keep up with the arms race.
Yeah, sharks with lasers.
Dolphin
I think
cannons.
is what
They
you
just
mean.
fire dolphins that rape them.
Fires dolphins that shoot lasers that are miniaturized sharks.
No, you gotta do freaking FTL. You gotta shoot out freaking stone golems or iron golems straight through their hole, and then have them start killing crew member inside.
Oh God.
Dude, that's how it worked at freaking FTL. You can fire drones at the ship.
Yeah, it did.
So not only are you fucking dealing with a fucking death robot, you have a fucking hole in your ship that's taking the air out of it.
Dude, I vented the air so much in that game.
Use the doors. So are you interested in getting slipstream potions as well? Those are 200 each. Slipstream is the one that gives you a swim speed. They last 30 minutes. You can also buff your swim speed.
How long do
they
those
last 30
last?
minutes each. They're lower level, so. But 30 minutes is 300 rounds.
Yeah.
All right, and for day four, I'm crafting another water breathing potion for AA Rick.
200 apiece.
I'll take 2.
Okay, I got him water breathing. If these guys want swim speeds, they don't die. They're gonna have to make personal choices.
You want
Actually,
four
I'll take 4.
freaking slipstream potions? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that's 800 gold.
Yeah. That's like.
Yeah. Are you paying 800 gold or are you doing plat? I just want to.
Hold on 1 second. I am doing platinum.
All right, so 80 platinum. Got it.
Motherfucker.
I'm
fucking Bender's
he's
a
making
baller, man.
my inventory, my freaking encumbrance very happy.
No, man, you gotta make it hail, dude.
So, all right. So first, I'm gonna subtract the money for getting a potion for AA Rick because I need to take care of that.
So we're looking at least a week
easily
before we set out.
I mean, I've crafted 4 water breathing potions now, so that's 4 days. I'm crafting another 4 slipstream potions just for freaking Bender, so I'm up to 8 days now.
Hey, Wes, can I use the first week of that to research a new spell, first level?
Which spell are you trying to get at?
Touch of the Sea?
And I'm just going to find somewhere to go drink.
Not yet. Well,
I don't think we have a bar on the
technically
island
we don't
yet.
really have much of anything besides the dock right now.
I didn't say a bar, I just said somewhere.
Sorry, this is a Christian island, so no one actually drinks here.
Yeah, you don't know
Good
any
one.
Christians, do you?
So this is a Mormon island. No one drinks here.
They don't have to be good Mormons.
I personally need alcohol for reasons. It's definitely not to function.
Yeah.
Now here's an interesting question: who here has spare vials? Because I'm actually running out of. Because I am running out of vials. I'm down to 4 now.
Not
Bender,
I
you
said
get
to
your
fly.
potions. I got 4 vials left,
Woo.
unless I start dumping potions, which is slightly tempting. So Slipstream, link the spell.
So what did they do?
Let's see, levitate, vomit. Yeah, I know, right?
What's this thing I just spent
So
money on?
if above land, it makes a low cresting wave that
It
you can
gives you
ride,
swim speed.
surf on. Underwater, it essentially gives you 20 swim speed.
Cool.
Pretty much.
And you want swim speed so you don't look like a jerk in combat.
Being a jerk, it does have its...
Then again,
I'm just waiting for
No,
Bender to
you
take some
don't.
of those vials that he... For me to run out of vials and then start trying to sell his potions he bought to the other party members. Gotta do that supply versus demand stuff.
Demand versus supply.
demand to supply.
Demand the supply. Build more pylons.
Supply demands.
All right, I'm trying to like play in character, but I don't know anything that's going on if I'm doing that.
Well,
So because nobody's I'm waiting on the ship.
Well, you can go
in
and
my
talk to
hammock.
somebody. I mean, you
Okay.
talked to Kalor before.
So, does Shadow Jaunt work underwater?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Also, even I tell you the archipelago or whatever that narrows down our search. Indeed.
Woo, acapella.
Alright, does anyone else want slipstream potions or any other utility potion?
I'll take a slipstream. Just
Alright,
one though.
200
'cause I have,
gold
like,
then.
very little money. I'll give you the gold for it though.
Ha!
All right, with that survival check, I'm all healed up, so I'll get up and start walking around and like asking people questions about what's been going on for the last 3 days
Wait, did I
that I've been laying in the
I
hammock,
screwed that up.
getting better.
Did I screw it up?
Hammock lane.
All right, so I guess the first time I walk around trying to figure out what's going on, I can't really hear. Maybe I got some shit stuck in my ear while I was asleep.
Got a dick stuck in your fucking eye.
That was just near full cum is what that was.
Oh, is that what that was?
I got your RP right here. Dodge!
Veo con lo que está haciendo de los...
It was me,
Damn it, if
Captain
you were
Eye
raging.
Penis.
I'm trying to practice
Why
with
do
this
you keep
thing,
trying
and
to
I'm
hit
trying to
him?
help him learn how to dodge. Because he got himself literally wrecked by freaking Sahagwin.
It sounds like when I punish my dogs for being bad. Like, am I teaching you to not pee in the house, or am I teaching you to
Well, I
dodge
learned
me
this
yelling
great
at you?
training technique from Mr. Piccolo, and he trained up Gohan. Exactly.
What's a Goku?
From what I remember, Gohan never learned how to dodge. So, I don't really...
Yeah, didn't Piccolo die
Depends,
like
I guess
80
it depends
times?
if you count GT or not. If you do, I guess he died twice.
I don't.
And no one ever fucking dies in Super, so.
Probably because they realize death means nothing.
All
Yeah,
right,
so
man,
you just collect the Dragon Balls and everybody lives.
barring future consideration of this, the ruling I'm going to make right now is subject to revision at any point in time I fucking care to. We'll go with the 1,000 gold per spell level. The research time is going to be in 1 week intervals. It'll follow rules kind of along the lines of crafting. Each week, you will need to make a check. If that check passes, then that week is good, and you've either completed or made progress in your research. If the check fails, you waste 1/3 of the amount of money you sank into that, so you'll have to also replenish that and try again.
What's this? What's
Okay,
this test for?
quick question. Say I'm doing like a 3rd level 3-week spell. I
Oh,
pass
for him.
week 1. I fail week 2. Do I have to start over at week 1, or do I just retry week 2?
No, week true, damn it. You just have to retry that. You never lose progress made. You just don't go any further forward.
Okay.
Wes, take the dick out of your mouth.
So that's
Sorry,
a.
You inhale
It's
them.
not in my mouth. It's in my lungs.
Can I ask what the DC is going to be for these checks?
I'm thinking about that right now. At a minimum, it's going to be 20 plus the double the spell level.
20 double the spell level, so 1 would be 22.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Rick. All right, so you could breathe underwater. If you wish to swim with the fishes.
Then.
Right,
yes.
it's 200 gold for a slipstream potion.
Swimming, I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Gems are fine.
Can I give you? Okay, yeah, I got these two.
Just tell me the type and how much they're worth
They're
each.
like green.
All right, that sounds about right.
Jade pearls. They're worth 100 gold each.
And I will subtract that. All right, add slipstream potion to your inventory. I got 2 vials left.
All right.
What are you asking? What it does?
So what? Do I need to... No, I already read that. Yeah, I read that. I'm trying to figure out if I can just assume I know about this freedom of movement spell, or if I need to roll some kind of check to know about it.
I guess that'll be a West
so
question.
I can go ask the druid about it. Trying not to metagame because I just looked up what the potion, what the spell did.
Pretty sure I can't cast it. With it. Nope. If I was agility patron, I would be able to cast it, but no. And it's a 4th level spell in any case. Wait, freedom movement. Is it really 4th level? Yep, it's 4th level.
Borrow Kalor's trident.
Oh, you're not taking Kalor's trident. And first of all, it's not a trident, it's a boarding pike. We could probably get you a spear easily enough, so... Or, I mean, we have boarding pikes. Just laying around. Or you could just hit things twice as hard as what you do normally.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna
Now with that attitude, sheesh. We're gonna have to do some, like, confidence training. Speaking of confidence training, dodge!
Yeah, we're gonna have to retrain that brain.
So with my 33, I'm good?
Yes.
All right. I got 2 empty vials left if anyone wants potions. Other than that, I spent 10 days crafting potions. And I guess 2 additional days for divinations. So 12 days in total.
Shit, that gives me plenty of time to figure out I need a freedom of movement spell.
But so you spontaneously know about the spell?
Spontaneously don't know shit, bitch.
Yeah, you don't spontaneously suddenly know spells. Unless you're a Sork.
Yeah, you don't know anything about spells, but sorry.
All right.
You know they're shiny, and you know that a wand of Cure Light Wounds casts Cure Light Wounds.
Do you have any ranks in spellcraft?
No.
Okay, then you don't know shit about spells.
Pretty much.
What great research.
I like to think that, for 12 days, like AA Rick was like in a lab, like with like a coat and like some glasses, and he's just like, looking through papers, and then the camera pans and it just shows like nothing but like Crayola drawings of dicks on all the papers. He's like, I don't know anything about magic.
He's just pouring water back and forth between two vials.
And really, it's my own pill.
And suddenly
Man, this
catches
fucking
fire.
All right. So, Kyrie is spending an entire week researching a spell.
Yep. He definitely has the time since I was brewing potions. Does anyone else want or wish to buy a Slipstream potion? I think everyone's good.
Yeah, I don't need any.
Yeah, the two new guys have. Well, actually, sorry. The only person that doesn't have it is Kyrie. Speaking, does Kyrie have freaking water? You already bought enough potions for your crew, right? For the water breathing.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, you should be good. Okay. I mean, it'll be hilarious if we forget somebody. I'll laugh.
It would be hilarious. I'd laugh. I'd be like, I forgot about you.
High five.
There's like 80 crew members here, and you were the last person I thought of.
See, the thing was...
Can I use the last 4 days of my time to copy the scrolls I have into my spellbook?
Oh, so how much time did we spend overall?
He said 12 days, so I spent 7 working on that.
All right. So, all right, so on the 7th day, a big ass storm comes through and totally fucking wreaks havoc on the island. Hold on. And back. All right, fucking
No word.
goddamn woman comes in screaming. What the fuck? Like, bitch, I told you I'm busy. All right, so, yeah. So starting the night of the 6th day, going into the 7th day, a big ass storm rolls through.
Okay.
And totally fucks shit up. Tents are blowing everywhere, thunder, lightning, fucking water's fucking churning. Fucking, you gotta scramble the crews to the ship that's outside the harbor. The ships that are inside the harbor are not really at risk of any damage. But that poor little ship you captured that you left anchored outside, you gotta do something with that, or it's gonna fucking smash onto the island and sink. So you guys gonna rescue that ship or just let it burn?
That's the sandbar bar.
The True Wind sitting down there?
The True Wind's on fire?
Well, there's a storm and our 3 main ships are safe in the harbor, but we don't have room for the True Wind, and so right now it's exposed to the elements, and it's either we gotta get people over there to, anchor it and control it, or it's going to crash against against the island and essentially be wrecked.
So we just want to scuttle it for a sweet booty bay in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it will be scuttled one way if it smashes against the side of the mountain. I can't really do anything about it because this is during the moments where I'm freaking crafting pots. So it's your call.
Alright, then I'll assemble some crew and go out there and do some stuff with the True Wind. Let's take our newbies.
You said this was still during the 7-day?
Yes, this is the 7th day.
So I'd still be learning my spell?
Yep.
Hate those goddamn nerds.
So it looks like you have at your disposal, besides your crew, Eric, Bender, and Sarah.
I guess it's...
Ashera is willing to allow her cohort to help, then you'd have Calor as well.
If Calor's up for it, I'll allow him to leave. I mean, I have secure shelter, so I'm completely safe in my shelter.
Those are famous last words.
I've survived this campaign so far, so.
Original member.
I was a pirate before it was cool.
Fucking nerd.
Fucking hipster.
Alright, then I guess we'll take Ashira's crew, my crew, and some unnamed NPCs to go to the True Wind to make sure it doesn't crash upon the rocks until the exact moment we want to crash upon the rocks.
So basically, you can get it into the harbor. However, at that point, there's not going to be any room for any of your ships to maneuver.
Okay, then I guess we can start the scuttling process right away.
So if it remains outside of the harbor, you're going to have to fucking control it all fucking night. But if you can just get it into the harbor and anchor it for now, then you can deal with it once the storm passes.
Okay, then could we at least do this? Like, if we move the siren song out to port, and then the True Wind, and park the True Wind right here, and then put the siren in the middle there. That way,
So
at least those ships could leave.
That's like under fair weather, you could kind of get something like that going, but in the middle of a storm, it not exactly like shuffling cars around in a garage.
Okay. All right.
So
then,
once the ship leaves the harbor, it's going to be subject to the storm.
It'll be more or less pulling the True Wind to like right here and then just calling it good.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And pretty much our ships will be sitting ducks, but they're going to be sitting ducks anyway.
Either they'll be sitting ducks, but whoever's going to come to attack us has to deal with the storm as well.
Nice. Yeah. We'll go just bring it back in.
All right. You guys gonna take launches out there, or are you gonna go down the coast and attempt to get to the ship from there?
How far is it from the coast?
Each one of those squares is 1/10 of a mile, so yeah, roughly 1/10 of a mile.
Ugh. Yeah, let's take launchers then.
All right, so you need a minimum of 20 people to get that bitch crewed up.
20 bros.
So that'll
Yeah,
require
bro
two
crew.
launches.
Two launches and
So
the
let's,
bro crew.
So let's, since you got 5 people, Calor says he'll go ahead and go out to the ship and meet you there. Got that Fandangle fucking water elemental power armor. and he's also not very good at being an actual sailor. So he'll get to the ship and secure it before your arrival. That way, there's no nasty surprises.
High five.
What a nice guy.
The nicest.
Yep. I see you're
So
already
leaves
warming
you,
up to him.
The 4 PCs. Eric, Even, Bender, and Sarah heading out. Each launch, one launch carries 12, one launch carries 8. From the Siren Song, at least. So you can take a full crew to crew it, but you're going to need somebody to command and essentially row the launches.
So I got command one, and then somebody's got to command the other?
Yep. Hopefully somebody's skilled in profession sailing.
Who is a good sailor?
Hopefully most of the group.
Hopefully.
Bender, how sailing are you?
If I had to give it a quantity, I would say 9. Wisdom wasn't a thing I put points into for some reason.
Huh.
For good reason. Wisdom doesn't influence stabbing.
Yeah.
I know.
It just makes you make poor decisions, like trying to steal a boat by yourself.
You speak funny, but I will let you profession sailor. Over the other thing. Now profession sailor this boat.
Don't worry. The worst case scenario is I can disappear and reappear in a different location.
Yeah,
and I have 4 slipstreams.
I can just jump into the water and swim away forever. I could just never come back to this
Freaking
island.
Bender's gonna come knocking at my door. He's like, I need more of those potions.
Y'all got any more of that?
Yeah, we're gonna keep getting into storms, and we're never gonna go after anything because Bender keeps downing all his slipstream potions.
I can stop any time.
Alright.
Guys, look, I just learned a new trick. Goes across his little slipstream on land. God damn it, Bender.
So from the Siren Song, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares diagonally, counting, to get to the true wind. So the 2 people commanding the launches, I'm going to need 4 profession sailor checks.
Well, I guess that's...
Given the fact that the last 2 will be outside the safety of the harbor, the initial 2, the DC is only going to be 15. The 2 outside the harbor are going to be DC 22.
Oh boy, we're fucked.
Well, use a reroll.
I'm going to use a lot of those.
You need to reroll the 13 to get a 15, something or higher.
Well, since nobody asked me if I was going, I guess I'm still on the Siren Song, safe and sound.
Oh, no, you were going.
There's a general like, hey, are you doing anything? Don't fucking boat.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2 nerds get to stay behind and pour water back and forth, but everybody else has to get on the boat.
That water's the good stuff, though.
Didn't we already establish I was in a lab coat pouring piss back and forth between 2
Yeah,
beacons?
but that was day 1 and 2. Yeah. This is day 7.
We said get on the boat.
You're not
Stop pretending you know things and get on the boat.